my name is Ashley Collins. Welcome to my YouTube channel, The Breakup Diaries. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for being present. I appreciate you. I adore the fuck out of you. Thank you so much for watching my content. I also create daily content on Instagram and on Twitter. You can totally add me there. My name is the Aunt of Dragons, or you can add me on the Facebook. My real name is Ashley Collins. I'm probably like one of 5 black girls on Facebook. So something people ask me all the fucking time in real life. I do talk to people in real life, not just online, but they'll always ask me, oh, so what brought you to this city? And I'll be like, a boy. And then they always reply, oh, are you still with this boy? And I'll say, nope. And they'll be like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. What happened? I'm like, it's pretty fucking obvious what happened. But like, I don't say that out loud, but it always like annoys me because it's like, I don't want to talk about this. That was so angry of me. But it's always so annoying because they're like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. Like, do you want a hug? Do you want a cookie? It's like, no, I want to move on to another fucking subject. Other than the fact that, like, I'm abandoned in a fucking city where I don't know anyone. I have no friends. I have no fucking family. I don't want to talk about it. Which brings up let me give you some context. So, I didn't just up and move with said boy. We were together for 3 years. Yes, we were together for 3 years, and we had lived together. Oh my god, we moved in together pretty quickly, actually, now that I think about it. I was gonna say a lie and say a year, but it wasn't even a year. I want to say it was, like 3 months, and we moved in together. And, we lived together, and we also had 4 other roommates. Yeah, so it was just like 6 people in a house and a dog. It could have been a TV show. 5 guys, a girl, and a dog. We should have made like a fucking sitcom. We should have fucking vlogged that experience. And then he got a job opportunity in the city that I'm living in now. And I was like, yeah, of course I'll move with you because you're the love of my life. I love you. I'll do anything for you. So I put in my 2 weeks notice with my jobs. And which is so funny because I had never done a notice before. I had always just fucking quit. And so it was kind of like, how do I write a letter of resignation? I Googled it and everything, asked people for advice, but like, I was like, I'm being professional. And then I didn't tell my friends. I told a couple of my friends, but I didn't tell the majority of them, and I didn't tell my family. I just left. And it was so fucking it was so fucking freeing. I'm like, I'm fucking free. And it was actually a really bad reason why I moved with him, because I was living in my hometown, and I was looking for a reason for like 3 years why I should move. And for me, I had used my ex-boyfriend as like, oh, this is my sign, this is my chance, this is my opportunity to fucking get out, you know. And I'm always about, and I don't mean to offend anyone when I say this, but I'm always about like getting the fuck out of your hometown, you know. The world is so much more than this like tiny little circle, this safety net that you had created, you know. And I was getting tired. I was getting bored. I was tired of seeing the fucking same faces at fucking Walmart. I was tired of all the fucking gossip in the city. You know, like everyone just fucking knowing each other. So I was like, this is my fucking shot to get out. So I had used my ex-boyfriend to do that, and that was an awful decision, and that was totally unfair. That was totally unfair of me to put that kind of weight on him. So yeah, it fell apart. It fell apart within the first year. It was, oh my god, it was a combination of fucking things. It was a combination of, he had lost his job, so now he was jobless, and I was working by myself. I was the only one working in the house, and then I was the person who was doing all the cleaning. I don't like to cook. I'll talk about that later on in the video. I do not like to cook. So he wouldn't even cook. And then it just became like, I didn't even want to come home. I didn't even feel safe in my own home. You know, I didn't want to be fucking around him anymore. So yeah, we had built up this kind of resentment towards each other. And, yeah, it fucking fell apart. So now now that we have some context on my life, now I still currently live in the same city. I would love to fucking move out of the fucking state. I live in Florida right now, and I've lived in Florida all my life. I've never seen fucking snow. I've never seen a fucking mountain, and I've never seen like a real life forest. So I want to get out of Florida, but my goal is to work my way out of it. Okay, to the fucking subject, Ashley. my advice for for a couple who wants to move in with each other, I think that we see it as a test, saying that, oh, if we can live with each other for a year, we could definitely get married. But that's not necessarily the case. I do think that you don't really know someone until you live with them. But there's a way to get to know each other without having to make that huge leap of opening the same door with each other. So here are my tips and advice on if you want to move in with your partner. And first thing that I would definitely say is, don't move in with each other for financial reasons. If at the beginning of your sentence is, we would save so much money if we moved in together, that's never a good enough reason. Finances is an excuse. If you really are struggling with your bills, if you really are struggling with your finances, find a roommate. Your partner is the love of your life. They're not your roommate, right? Because they are the love of your life, right? You're not just moving in together just because you're infatuated with each other. Just because the honeymoon phase of a relationship is like the first 3 to 6 months. And that's never a good sign to just automatically be like, oh my God, I love seeing your face every day. Let's just move in with each other. No, that's not. Take your time. Like, enjoy the honeymoon phase. Love the honeymoon phase, because like after that 6 months, that's when like true colors start to show, and like you need that kind of separation from each other. That way, like, I don't have to come back home to you and like just like look at your stupid face, I got a new journal for 2019. I almost said 20. Am I already ready for 20, guys? What a year, right? It's January. It's January 2019 right now, and I'm already overwhelmed. But I got this cool new journal. Isn't it super fucking cute? And it has like little things where I can like check my to-do stuff. But I wrote my notes in my December 2018 section. Okay, so 30% of couples break up after living together for 3 years. Now let's talk about that for a second. Oh, that's my dress. My roommate just walked across the window and I gave her a dress and I was like, that looks so super familiar. She looks super cute in it. I should tell her that. But excuse me, that was unladylike. So my ex-boyfriend and I were together for 3 years, and then we lived together and by ourselves, just he and I, for a year, and so we fell apart after 4 years. So that's definitely a tell sign. Not saying that you and your partner are gonna break up. Like, he and I had problems way before moving in together. He and I had our own individual fucking baggage way before we started putting our baggage together. 14% of couples never make it past the first year of living together. Okay? And that's because once we invite someone into our space, and here's the thing, I would be at my age now, I'm almost 30, I turned 30 this year. At my age now, I would be very wary of moving in with someone who has never had a roommate before, who has only ever lived with their parents, because you don't know what it's like to share your space. You don't know what it's like to compromise. When you move in with someone, it's no longer about I. It's about what's best for the both of us. It's about we when you're living with someone. You can't just be like, oh, I'm just going to leave my fucking underwear in the middle of the floor. Like, you have to be considerate. Like, okay, how are they going to react to me putting my underwear on the floor? Should I just pick it up? So, like, you have to consider that when you're moving with someone. Okay. I would say you have to have the money talk. For sure. It's super uncomfortable and it's super fucking uneasy. You have to have the money talk. Are we going to split rent both ways? Who's going to buy groceries? Are you going to pay the water bill and I'm going to pay the light bill, etc., etc. You have to have that certainty. You have to have that certainty. Unless you guys have decided that, no, we're talking about new couples right now. We're not going to talk about like if there's a child involved. We're not going to talk about that right now. Maybe a future video, future content idea. What? Did I already say that people are very different when you're living with them? Because it's like you're seeing their full range of emotions. When after that first year or two of dating, you're only seeing the bright side of them. Maybe sometimes you may see like a little bit of the dark side, but when you're living with each other, you see the full fucking dark side. You know, you see the full fucking Darth Vader. You know, and like if you're someone like me, like you're seeing like wig off, makeup off, like you're seeing like the completely like vulnerable, tears streaking down my face kind of Ashley, you know? Like you have to be prepared for that. You have to be accepting of that, you know? And you have to be understanding of that like no one is always completely 100% on. You know, everyone's gonna have bad days, but like how you react to those bad days, how you treat each other to those bad days, on those bad days matter. I'm on a fucking roll right now, y'all. Cause like I've just had a lot of roommates all my life. I'm totally pro roommates, and I think people are like embarrassed by it because like they think that after college, if you have a roommate, like it's kind of shameful, but it's like it's just practical. For me, it saves so much money, in my opinion, you know, like, and I think like with the current state of the economy and the current state of the world, and I think it's probably just like maybe it's just like a Florida thing, you know. I think like in every other state, like people have like 5 or 6 roommates and like people are living in the basement, you know. We really don't have basements in Florida. I've never seen a basement before. Fun fact, I've never seen like a real attic either. I gotta get the fuck out of Florida, y'all. I gotta get the fuck out of here. But okay, another video, future content. Wake up times are very different. You guys have to talk about that. Okay, I'm a morning person. I'm a huge morning person. For me, like my first hour of waking up matters so fucking much to me. And I once dated a guy who would just yell. He would wake up like fucking Shrek, and it totally like altered my mood. It totally altered my morning, and I was just like, I should have taken that as a sign that like this is not going to work. So you guys have to talk about that with each other. Maybe he wakes up at 6 a.m. and you have to wake up at like 11 a.m. Why are you waking up at 11? But you guys like have to like be considerate of each other's sleep times. Are they a night owl? Do they stay up really, really late at night? You know, maybe like you guys have to discuss that, like see how that's gonna work out for you guys. Thermostat. It's a huge thing. It's a huge thing. I love it cold. I love the cold, which sounds so weird. I love the cold. I hate the heat. You guys have to talk about like what's the temperature going to stay at. Should we purchase fans? Should we purchase a ceiling fan? You know, compromise. Overall, like if you don't stick towards the end, the whole gist that I want you to focus on is you guys have to communicate. You guys have to use your words. You guys have to sit down, go to fucking Starbucks and be like, okay, we're going to move in with each other. Not necessarily rules, like there should be rules that like don't move, but like also be flexible with some things, you know, like the thermostat. Let's keep it at 74 to conserve energy, but like we'll purchase some extra fans, you know, like stuff like that. You know, it's super teeny tiny things. Don't keep things secret. And here's a huge problem of mine. Everyone else should know about your problems, but everyone else knows about your problems, but your partner doesn't. I'm gonna say that again. Huge pet peeve of mine. Everyone else in your life, your friends, your family, knows about the issues that you and your partner has, but you don't. But you're not brave enough, you're not courageous enough to tell your partner what's wrong. And that's a huge pet peeve of mine, because it's like, if you guys can't talk to each other, why are you with each other? Okay? That was a little mean. Sorry. But it's so, like, you know, just, you shouldn't be afraid to go to your partner with an issue. And if they erupt in anger, or if they get offended, that's not a good thing. That's not a good sign. You know? That's not a good sign that, it's never a good sign that people were afraid to talk to you. You know, like that's an issue, that's an insecurity that you have to deal with yourself. And your partner or your parents can't help you with that. You have to deal with that. Okay? Bam bam. No TV in the bedroom. I feel like I'm being really loud right now. No TV in the bedroom. No TV is not allowed. The bed is just for sleep and for sex. The bed is solely purpose is just for sleep and for sex, for reflection, for getting up, you know. It's just considered, because like, what if someone has had a really long day and they're really tired and they just want to go to bed, you know, like, and you just want to stay up watching TV. Like, watch the TV in the living room. You know, it's just being considerate of each other's time and each other's space, you know? We all get tired, you know? And I think we're always so rushing. Like, we think that it's gonna be all sunshine and rainbows when we move in with our partner. Like, oh my god, we're gonna have sex like all the time. It's gonna be fucking great. We're gonna have sex in the kitchen. We're gonna have sex in the fucking toilet. You know, but it's like it gets old after the first like 2 weeks. It's like I'm tired of having sex. Like, let's just surprise sex is good, but like not fucking every day. You know, or maybe just like, I don't know, maybe my sex drive isn't as high as some people's, but you know, like, I don't know, like, I don't see a purpose in having sex every day. Like, I think it should be saved sometimes for surprises and for special occasions, because that's what it makes it even more exciting, in my personal opinion. You know, do you as long as you're being safe. What did I write down? Have your own space. Have your own space in your house, in your apartment, to just wind down and be respectful of your partner's space. I think that we do need to have that kind of independence. I think that we have a huge codependency issue in relationships now, where it's like people are fucking attached at the hip, and like if you separate just for a little bit, they get frayed and they're frightened and they panic. And we need our own independence in relationships, especially if you're living with each other, because like you see each other every day. You're the first face that you see every morning. You're the last face that you see at night. You know, so like whether your space is the porch, whether your space is the backyard, you know, give them that person that time to be alone. You know, and confront each other with your fights. There's no running away now. You guys live with each other. There's no, I'm going to go to the local bar, but you have to come back to them. I'm a huge person. A huge rule for me, a huge rule for dating me is no one is, I'm going to say that again. A huge rule for dating me is we are not allowed to go to bed angry. We're not allowed to go to bed angry, because when you're sleeping, your brain is chronologicalizing. Did I say the word? Your brain is filtering. What did we do today? What should I store on the important file, or what should I store in the not so important style, or we're going to delete this? And obviously, like, your brain remembers, like, the last 30 minutes of what you've done before you went to bed, you know? And it's going to highlight that as important. So when you wake up in the morning, you're just going to wake up angry. You're just going to wake up pissed off, being like, fuck, we didn't resolve what happened last night. So you guys need to talk about it that night. And don't antagonize each other. Don't be so stubborn that like, I have to win this fight, I have to win this argument. It's not about winning and losing. It's about, what can I do to make them smile? What can I do because I don't know, for me, I never want to see my partner angry. I never want to make them cry. I never want to make them upset. So I'm going to do everything I can to understand, okay, what did I do wrong in this situation? I don't see it as like, I see it more as a personal accountability. My purpose, my goal is to resolve this fight so we can go to bed and just hug and cuddle and love each other. You know, it's just all about the love, you know? Chores, dividing up the chores by what's most convenient for you, and also what are you not going to go back and repeat? You know, what are you not going to go back and say, I'm going to do this again because you didn't do it right the first time. Okay? Like, for me, I have to have my laundry smell a certain way. I don't know, it just makes me feel like I just know it's clean if it smells a certain way. So I'm all about doing laundry. I do not mind doing the laundry. I do not like to cook. I do not cook at all. So I'll do the dishes if you cook, you know, compromise. I'm dividing up the chores by things that like are enjoyable. Chores are never fun, but you know, it's kind of like an escape for me. It's very relaxing for me. I get very relaxed cleaning my room, you know, so I don't mind doing that, you know. Tidiness is a huge issue for me. It's so important for me that there's not like fucking hair everywhere, especially since for me, like, I have really bad allergies. Allergy season's coming up. Not fucking looking forward to it. I'm gonna be high on fucking Benadryl all the fucking time. But Also, I do not like toothpaste in the sink. I'm about to gag thinking about it. I do not like that. So, like, if you already have that habit, like, we're not gonna fucking date. We're definitely not dating if you do that in the fucking sink. It sounds so petty, but, like, literally, like, I'm literally thinking about, like, throwing up right now. Overall, this has turned out really long. I apologize. I just, like I said, I just have a lot of experience with doing that. I've always been the person where it's like, if we like each other, let's just move in with each other. We'll save some money, and plus, like, you know, if we enjoy each other's company, like, it shouldn't be that big of a deal, but it is a huge deal. It's a huge step. It moving in with each other, it reveals who the other person is, and sometimes you may not like that side of them, and it's a huge like, you're confronted with the fact that this is the person I'm going to spend the rest of my life with. Can I accept this lifestyle? Can I accept this choice? And also, like, you have to consider, like, what are you willing to change about yourself? You know, if you're not willing to change XYZ, then, you know, that's something you have to, like, confront with yourself. Yeah. If there's a time frame, I would say definitely give it at least a year. 3 months is too soon. 2 weeks is way too fucking soon. 11 months, you're kind of pushing it, but you know, just talk it out. Don't rush it. Take it easy. Like I said, if this person is the love of your life, you're gonna have the rest of your life to spend with each other. Don't rush it. You know. And then overall, just like, enjoy the dating process. Enjoy the process of just getting to know each other. Thanks for watching. Thanks for viewing. If you stuck to the end, you're dope as fuck. I have a Venmo and a Cash app down in the link below. It's called it's kind of like a little fundraising thing that I do called Pay My Bus Fare. My bus fare is only $1.50. I do not have a car, and I do not plan on purchasing a vehicle anytime soon because they are dangerous. Literally, I witness car accidents all the fucking time, and I'm like, why do I want to buy a car? But $1.50 donation, if you don't mind. You don't have to, though. You totally don't have to. Have a great day. Happy day, whatever. That ends with a Y. Peace out. Smile and be nice to someone, please.